the fire has been out for a couple of hours now, but as you can see right behind me here, fire crews have just started the lengthy cleanup process.
He's even had to install these extra security cameras to help protect his business.
You could say that again. Here in Livermore, people are not wasting any time to beat that heat. Take a look. Well, Liz, the city just put out these closure signs and barricades blocking the entrance to Lime Ridge open space only a couple of hours ago. Good morning. You can tell how busy the beaches already are here in Pacifica just based on how full and packed these parking lots are. Despite this strike stretching into its sixth day, the teachers and staff I've been talking with right here on the picket lines tell me they are willing to keep going.
Unlike the campfire, they had about an hour to grab what they could and evacuate, hoping they would still have this home to return to.
This massive tree over here fell on Tuesday night, and neighbors have spent the past 2 days working to help clean this up, as this is sure to impact your evening commute. Live in San Francisco, Lena Howland, ABC 7 News.
It's next to impossible to run a successful business in the Castro right now.
That's Dave Carricker, a gym owner and co-president of the Castro Merchants Association. It's had enough of the unhoused community impacting the neighborhood.
You shouldn't have to worry about, is your window going to get smashed today by a mentally ill person who sees their reflection and reacts to it. You know, I should be worried about whether or not I can sell more gym memberships.
He's even had to install these extra security cameras to help protect his business.
So we're demanding that the city set aside 35 beds specifically for the Castro to deal with these people that we know are perennial problems.
In a letter sent to city leaders, the association says it's prepared for civil disobedience.
Which means not paying taxes, which means not paying your business license fees. That's where we may end up.
If we're not getting what we're paying for, I don't think that is a bad idea.
Martin Mendoza is the owner of the oldest barbershop in the Castro. He agrees with this plan.
One day we had a guy that was just blocking the door, yelling at the customers and yelling at me, and then I had to shut the door and call the police, but they were like, okay, yeah, well, is that an emergency or not? I mean, there was not a response.
Supervisor Raphael Mandelman, who represents this district, says safe, clean streets are an entirely reasonable demand, and the city could make a real difference in the Castro with targeted resources, including places to take people who are publicly intoxicated or experiencing psychosis and an increased community policing presence.
Our message to the city leaders is tell us what you're doing to fix this problem.
In San Francisco, Lena Howland, ABC 7 News.
An ABC 7 News reporter, Lena Howland, is live in Pacifica with more on what folks are saying there. Hi, Lena.
Hi, Liz. Good morning. You can tell how busy the beaches already are here in Pacifica just based on how full and packed these parking lots are all around us here. Lots of people coming in from across the state hoping to find some relief at coastal destinations just like this one to beat the heat. The natural air conditioner is in full effect.
It's a nice, cold shower in the mornings.
And that's exactly why climate refugees from the warmer inland regions of the Bay Area are making their way to Pacifica.
I imagine the water is going to feel really good when it's nice and hot too.
Surfing in the Labor Day weekend.
We're coming from Los Angeles.
Arez Buston and his son drove up from Southern California to help cool off.
Oh, it's cooler, nicer. The water is fairly warm by comparison, I would say. So it's a lot of fun.
With the average temperature hovering around 70 degrees in Pacifica, chances are the only parking spots available by the beach are the ones for your board. But judging by the amount of surfers in the ocean, that might be wishful thinking.
These lots are definitely going to fill up this weekend. I would say good luck. That's what I would say to people. Yeah, get out here early.
Traffic's gridlock. It's going to get bad.
John DeGunto and his dog Kaya live within walking distance of the beach. And he says when heat waves come around, locals like him have two options.
Either you stay home and hunker down or you get out of town because people are going to swarm this beach. They're going to swarm them all.
But coming to cool off or not, locals would like to remind you to respect their beach.
As a local, please bring your trash home with you. That's really what we like you guys to do.
And the hottest day Pacifica might see this weekend is actually going to be on Labor Day with a high of 73 degrees, a stark 30-degree difference from East Bay cities like Dublin. They're expecting a high also on Monday of 106 degrees. Live in Pacifica, Lena Howland, ABC 7 News.
Actually, Wednesday, August 17th is the deadline, the final deadline.
I was told the deadline was August 17th based on the fact that there's no incumbent.
Myself, as well as every other candidate for mayor, were told that the deadline to file our paperwork was going to be Wednesday, August 17th.
3 Oakland mayoral hopefuls, each given the same deadline to file their paperwork. But on August 12th, 5 days before that deadline, each candidate got a call from the Oakland City Clerk's office saying the deadline had changed to 5 that evening.
I was almost in tears because I knew I didn't have all my signatures.
Manisha Carter says she had to leave her teaching job early to turn everything in. The following Monday, the clerk's office told her that her signatures were insufficient.
I just feel like they should extend the deadline, allow us to collect more signatures, or just put us on the ballot.
Oakland native and civil rights attorney Elisa Victory was able to get everything turned in at the final hour.
But I found out Tuesday morning, after walking into the city clerk's office, that there was an issue with my endorser signatures according to them. They would not give me any chance to dispute it or to cure it if I agreed, because they said the deadline was Friday.
Derek So, a homeless advocate, had been campaigning for years.
I'm feeling really slighted, especially for the 3 years of campaigning that I've done to help Oakland, to bring up the homeless issues and solutions.
Even current City Council President Pro Tem and mayoral hopeful Sheng Tao says she was given the wrong date, but was able to correctly file in the nick of time. Still, she's advocating for her opponents.
It's very frustrating. I understand that people make mistakes, I do understand that, but in this case, it's a big mistake and we must rectify it.
The Oakland City Clerk regrets the error, but says neither the city clerk nor any other city official has discretion to alter or waive state elections law, including authority to extend the filing deadline. That's why Elisa Victory is taking matters into her own hands, filing a complaint with the Secretary of State's office.
I love this city and I do not feel that I'm being treated fairly. I don't think other candidates have been treated fairly. I'm running to correct some of these very issues that are preventing me from being on the ballot right now.
In Oakland, Lena Howland, ABC 7 News.